What's good, YouTube? I'm Ice-T, and I have some exciting news for you today. It is Fortnite's 5th birthday. I know, right? It surprised me too. But it's been a long time coming. Honestly, I feel like this game has definitely held its own in the gaming community for quite some time now. But I've not always been a Fortnite fan. I played it when it first came out and it was okay, but I've been playing it this past couple of seasons and I've been really enjoying it a lot more. So I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to talk about the differences between these games and its competitors and why I think Fortnite is in its prime right now. I'm a big fan of battle royales in general, and I've played multiple battle royales, but I think Fortnite is going to outlast them for the simple fact that they listen to their community and they're fast on updates and fixes. I'm also a big fan of Apex, but they're in a completely different area with their game right now where they're trying to stretch everything as far as they can and aren't really applying themselves in the direction that we're asking them to go, which is very disappointing. Don't get me wrong, they have an LTM out right now called Gun Run, and it's fun, it's interesting, but the biggest problem with their LTM are they're just for a limited time, like in the name. But because of that, there's no matchmaking and there's no fixes. And even though it's fun to get out of the normal swing of things, it's just not balanced. So after so long, it just becomes more irritating than the actual game. But Fortnite and Apex are both enjoyable games. I like the slower TDK. It actually takes more skill because you have to hit more consecutive shots and the shots aren't just given to you. So I really appreciate that about both those games. Warzone, on the other hand, is not really the same. It has a much faster TDK and the recoil on guns is much more controllable with a lot more people on the map. So it's a much more hectic gameplay style that I'm not really into unless you want to play really slow. And Fortnite has already gone to show us that they can create content non-stop. It's original. They bring back old stuff that people like, but they always have new stuff in the bag. Plus, they have big partnership deals, bringing a lot of iconic faces that people love. And it's hard to compete with that when a lot of people are unimpressed with Apex skins and aren't really concerned about skins at the moment because they're more concerned about gameplay. Because other than Battle Royale, the only other thing that they have to offer is arenas, which hasn't been looked after in quite some time. Fortnite just added a bunch of new game modes for your melee weapons, giving the money that you spend on those more use, but also having more options for more gameplay and not having to use the same type of style every day all the time. And although I do see this game as less competitive as Apex, so if you're into the competitive space or you want to be a competitive player, then it feels more competitive in the Apex space. But Fortnite also has a lot of competitive scenes to it. They even have tournaments incorporated in their game, which is very original. Now this season, they've introduced some new stuff, especially that Chrome feature. Now I think very original. I like it. It's cool. It's like a little bit of movement mixed with like a little bit of healing. There's like a little bit of cosmetic look to it. So it's fun all in all. For all the solo players who enjoy playing by themselves just as much as they play with Fortnite has better game modes for that, and it has better things for that, such as solos, which allows you to be able to play by yourself, which is where in Apex you have to play in a team. It's a team-based game. You can no-fill, but you're going to be at a disadvantage. So you have to be superior to the lobby in most scenarios. I mean, obviously, you can just outthink people, but gun skill is going to be much more important if you're going to be fighting multiple people at once, which can be very frustrating if you're trying to actually win consistently, but you want to play with the teammate, but the teammate doesn't want to play off of you, or vice versa. So it can get very complicated when trying to play with other people, but it is a team-based game. And I can't tell you how many times I've honestly just been mad or frustrated at the game, and I just get on Fortnite and I don't feel pressured into anything. I feel like if I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. And it's easier to accept that when you're playing Fortnite because of all the cool things there is to do in between the games and around and the map. And I enjoy all the missions and collecting things. That gives a different vibe that is also enjoyable and is way more comforting when you're losing, to at least accomplish a couple of other goals. I do enjoy grinding out the battle pass though. The level system is interesting, and I like that you get XP from multiple different sources, so that's fun. And the battle pass has a lot of interesting skins for sure. I just not really sure why they did so many female skins last season and then they did a lot of female skins this season. I feel like, it should just be more half and half, if anything. But if you're going to do primarily female one season, primarily male would be sensible in my eyes for the next season. But all in all, it's still not bad. Some of the skins I feel like were just kind of thrown in there, but they have a lot of cool skins too, so I'm definitely going to be looking forward to getting those. I'm very interested to hear what y'all think though. So if y'all like the video, comment, like, subscribe, and drop down in the comments. Let me know what's your favorite battle royale. Are you playing Apex? Are you playing Fortnite? Are you ready for Warzone 2? And if you're interested in seeing the end of this gameplay, stick around. It gets pretty crazy at the end.